Green Tree Productions is proud to present Duncanville Weekly News. It's the good news just for the City of Champions, Duncanville, Texas. And now, here's your host, John Thompson.
Hello world, America, Texas, and Duncanville, and welcome to this edition of Duncanville Weekly News for the first part of February 2019. Glad you're logged on and watching. Well, on this show it's all basketball, but first the Lions Club has got an event coming up, and here's a couple of guys to tell us about it.
I'm Wayne Langston, 3rd Vice President of the Duncanville Noon Lions Club.
And I'm Jerry Frazier, 1st Vice President of the Duncanville Noon Lions Club, and we're here to tell you about the 27th Annual Las Vegas Casino Night.
This year's Las Vegas night is February 23rd at the Hilton Garden Inn.
Doors and the buffet will open at 6 p.m. and the casino's tables will open at 7.
There will be silent auctions all through the evening and live auctions at the end.
Tickets are $90 in advance and $100 at the door. If you want to buy tickets in advance, they're available at the Duncanville Chamber of Commerce office.
Proceeds from this Noon Lions Club event primarily fund scholarships for Duncanville SD seniors, and 202 scholarships have been awarded to date.
Remember, it's Saturday, February 23rd at 6 p.m. at the Duncanville Hilton Garden Inn. We hope to see you there. But right now, we're ready for some hoops.
Hoops? Did you say hoops? We gotcha hoops. Right here in the Hoops Corner on Duncanville Weekly News with all the highlights from the latest Duncanville Panther and Pantherette basketball games and a peek at upcoming games. The Hoops Corner is brought to you by James Memorial Chapel, Duncanville's only home-owned funeral home, and by Leon Miller Commercial Real Estate Properties on Main Street. And now, in the Hoops Corner, here's John with all the Hoops highlights.
Hello Duncanville basketball fans, and welcome back to the Hoops Corner. Well, both the Panthers and the Pantherettes had 4 games since the last show, so let's see the highlights and start with the Pantherettes.
Then on Tuesday, the Pantherettes hosted Berkner, a team they had beaten by 82 points in December. Here's Jack.
2 points, Kenley Brown. Steal by Rufus. On the break, 2 points, Nia Wilson. For the 3 from the corner, Deja Kelly. On the baseline, 2 points of Nia Menard. Assist Howard Gardner. Points, Hope Lamel. On the putback, 2 points, Dominique LeVay. Three points, Howard Garza. 3-1 Pantherettes play Dallas Skyline. Friday night, 7 p.m. The rebound and the putback, 2 points, Zaria Roots. Break, 2 points, Nia Wilson, assist, Kenley Brown. From the corner, 3 points, Deja Kelly. By Twin Kelly. On a break, 2 points. Up ahead on the break, 2 points. Howard Garza. from the WWW Duncanville Weekly News. That's the rebound and the putback, Angel Kelly. Third period in the books. And the steal, and 2 points over the bell.
Final, Pantherettes 90, Molina 8. Deja K led the scores with 16. Then on Friday night, the game everybody's been looking forward to at Skyline, and early on, Naya feeds Zara in the post, and she follows her shot, scores, and is fouled in the act. Then, on an inbounds play, Naya hits a three-point shot. Doris questions why he and I were told to move from the home side to the visitor side.
Are you serious?
13 Pantherettes. Early in the second, Naya hits a rainbow. Angel scores on a break. And Naya, 3 more from the top. Kinley hits a runner. And then Deja K hits a shot from behind that arc on the floor. Then holding for the last shot of the first half, Angel banks home a 15-foot shot. And at the half, it's a 14-point lead for the Pantherettes. In the third, it's Deja K to Naya to Angel for 2. Nice passing. And then Kinley hits a pull-up jump shot. Zaria scores in the post. Then as the clock is winding down, Deja K hits a rainbow. And after 3, it's 54-42 Pantherettes. In the fourth, Deja K drives and dishes to Zaria for 2 and 1. Kyra scores on a break, as does Kinley. Angel hits a couple of late game free throws. Final, Pantherettes 68 and Skyline 56. Deja K scored 23, Zaria 14, and Naya had 12 as the Pantherettes pull even with Skyline at 10 and 1 in the District 8-6A action and revenge the earlier season loss to the Lady Raiders.
Leon Miller Commercial Properties is a proud sponsor of the Panthers Den Show on Duncanville Weekly News, as he enjoys helping to promote our DHS athletes as no one else does. Leon owns office and retail space in the heart of Duncanville on Main Street. If you are looking for convenient, accessible, and well-kept space for rent, call Leon at 972-709-7181. He will fix you up.
Tuesday night, the Pantherettes were at Lake Highlands, a team they had beaten by 80 points earlier in January, and there were no surprises here as Angel scores on a break in the early going. Then, on the ensuing press, Naya swipes and scores. On this end, then swipes on the other end and gets a snowbird. Kinley, another snowbird. Zara scores on a rebound. And it's 12-0, 3 minutes into this game. The Lady Wildcats finally scored 6 minutes into the game, but Dominique answers, as does Hope with Korea's pass. And after one, it's 26-4, Pantherettes. Naya scores on a break early in the second quarter, and then Deja Kay. Three. Anaya hits a three-point shot. 2. Then she scores on a pass from Kaira. Then Kaira scores on a pass from Kayla. With time short in the second quarter, Dominique kicks it to Kiera, and she feeds Kayla for a snowbird. And at the half, it's 56-8, Pantherettes. In the third, Zara scores in the post, and Naya hits a shot from behind that arc on the floor. Angel scores on a fast break. The Lady Cats scored their last points of the game about 2.5 minutes into the third quarter. Kinley rebounds, spins, and scores. Then Deja Kay hits a baseline runner. Kiera hits a rainbow. Then when she misses from the same spot, she follows her shot, rebounds, and scores. And after a 22-2 third quarter, it's 78-10, Pantherettes. In the fourth, Zara feeds Kinley in the lane for a turnaround hoop, and Anaya takes it to the house. It's over. Final, Pantherettes 91 and Lake Highlands 10. Kayla 14, Kiera 14, Anaya 12, Kinley 11, and Hope had 10 as the Pantherettes are 11-1 in district play. It was still on the schedule, so they kind of had to play it. But J.J. Pierce was here Friday evening. The Pantherettes had edged them by 80 points 3 weeks ago. They're 6-6 in District 8 6A action and could make the playoffs for a game. Here's Jack.
Tip control by the Pantherettes. Working inside, Zaria Rufus. Assisting Joe Kelly. Inbounds to Anaya Bernard. Break, 2 points, Deja Kelly. Assist, Zaria. Timeout, Pierce. Steal by Deja Kelly. For the jumper, 2 points, Deja Kelly. Steal by Angel Kelly. Break, 2 points, Angel Kelly. Break, 2 points, now Wilson. Rebound to put back Kelly Brown. Steal by the Panthers. Break 2 points, Nia Wilson. Angel Kelly. Reminder that the from the free throw line, 2 points of Naya Lenore. Kiera Howard. Down the bucket, 2 points, Howard Garza. Quinn Kelly. Steal by Howard. 2 points. Different business. Catch the highlights of this in every Panther game. Steal by Wolf. 2 points.
It's over. Final, Pantherettes 82, J.J. Pierce 6. Kira, Deja K, and Kayla scored 12 apiece, and Zara had 11, as the Pantherettes are 12-1 with Skyline at the top with 1 game to go.
So the Pantherettes and District 8-6A girls teams have 1 game left, and here's the standings.
The Pantherettes will be tied for first place with Skyline in District 8-6A, and the coaches have decided to flip for the playoff bracket positions. Oddly, the flip winner will probably want to play out of the runner-up position because Cedar Hill is in the same bracket as the 8-6A top seed.
So we're getting close to the playoffs, and here is the Pantherettes upcoming.
The Pantherettes have 1 game left, if you call it a game, with W.T. White here on Tuesday. They're open this Friday. Then on Monday or Tuesday, February the 11th or 12th, they will start their playoffs with by district against the team from District 7-6A. And as we mentioned a while ago, the flip will determine who that is going to be. The area game then will be the 18th or 19th at a time and place to be determined.